welcome back to another video. Welcome back, my name is G-Man. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We are back with Back to the Future, the ps4 game. So if you haven't watched the first episode, I do recommend it. If you have, here's basically what happened. Doc sent Einstein to the future. It went wrong. Doc disappeared, and then was found here and was apparently framed for blowing up a building, and is going to get killed tomorrow. So we have to get him out of prison and fix everything. And we have to find Doc's younger self. So we have to go to this soup kitchen, but don't eat the soup. Apparently it's not good. Yeah. That looked like me, anyway. Alright.
McFly!
Biff? Kid! Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it! If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk?
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well?
Well, what?
What are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly?
Yes?
That hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 plus 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Wow, we see so many of my family members, don't we? The phone.
Those who once ate delicacies are destitute in the street. Cheery.
Interesting. Now can I see the telephone?
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Okay, so we've got to go to the courthouse. Guy.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, never mind.
Okay. Wait. He blocked the door with, like, wood. He has. How's he meant to get out?
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
Don't worry, I'll just go get my shotgun. I need to get his attention. Oh. I need to distract him. Today's soup, cabbage.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Help? And I can't talk to the guy. I guess I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna go to the courthouse. Or should I go to Doc? Because remember, he's in jail. I'm guessing the courthouse is this. Now I'll go to Doc. He'll help. He helps with everything. Doc! Okay. Doc!
Psst, Doc!
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
You work at the
So,
courthouse?
according to the British guy on the phone, you're working at the courthouse.
Of course. In the summer of '31, my father made me work as a junior clerk.
That doesn't sound like any fun.
I hated every minute of it. My father was, strict. In any event, you should head over to the courthouse right away and introduce yourself to me.
What does a law clerk do anyway?
Horrible paper shuffling task, but that's not important. Get yourself to the courthouse and find me.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's tannin is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
Whew. Okay.
What does a law clerk do anyway?
Horrible paper shuffling task, but that's not important. Get yourself to the courthouse and find me.
It's not
Hang in
fun.
there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
Not the worst choice of words either. Oh, I gotta walk like all the way around. Make sure I don't get run over either. Otherwise we're both dead. Like, you gotta remember, my dad doesn't know where I am. He's probably like looking around. But when I get back, I can like get back before that, in a way. Time travel stuff's hard, man. Why is this controller not working? Yeah, so I hope you guys are enjoying this series though. I'm enjoying it so far. Hello, Einstein.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Okay, Einstein looking good. Looking in a tree. Let's go find younger Doc. Okay? Dun, dun, dun. Oh!
Don't touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
I'm at Brown, but I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact.
Wow, Doc, let's go back to the Doc we know. Figure out why that Doc's such a bum. What's he saying? Hold on. What can't... Wait, can he run? Can...
But only if the coefficient of friction remains constant and the
Listen.
gravitational constant is variable. Wait, is that even possible? Oh, let's start.
Can you hear him?
Mass times acceleration,
I
of
can
course.
hear
That's
him.
Newton. But how many newtons are required to maintain a constant mass if acceleration is reduced by the
Listen to Doc.
the speed relative to the speed of light?
He's saying this weird gibberish. I'm sure the other Doc will understand. Let's go back to the other Doc and see what gibberish he's talking. This is interesting. This is hard. We'll work it out together eventually, though.
Psst, Doc!
Marty, how goes the escape plan?
Well, I met your younger self.
Great.
There he is.
And I gotta say, you're kind of of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
How can I get him?
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
The Expo?
Yes, the Expo! How could I have forgotten? In a few months, younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
Wow.
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know. H to the something when the inverse is something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
Oh.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Literally. Yeah, so... Wait a minute. No. This is a recorder. How do I record?
Marty?
Ah!
Marty?
Ah!
That's what it's recording.
Marty?
Ah!
I can take over that. Emmett won't give you the time of day. Perhaps if you had to do something in common. What? Emmett's muttering himself. But how do I record his muttering? I know what you want me to do. Just trying to figure out how to record his muttering. Dude, this controls are so hard. Hard to walk like this. Oh, there you are. Emmett, not listening, still not listening. Huh.
H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A might well be equal to A's expectation value, but only if the coefficient...
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Okay.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
You sound so shady.
Now if H stands for...
But how do I record? Get dead.
Oh, no. Inverse.
That's hint.
I know.
Wait, I need help with the recorder. To highlight objects Martin. Wait. Okay.
Marty?
Ah!
Oh, no.
We'll wait for Doc to come out again. Then we'll try and record him saying his gibberish.
Now if H stands for the one-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then...
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong. Or do we take H to stand for minute? Line operator. Don't think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. Oh, let's start over.
I got it.
Force equals mass times acceleration, of course. That's Newton. But how many newtons are required to maintain a constant mass?
That should be it. Let's go. Go. What? Let's go show Doc.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was going to say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals a Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
Okay. Gotta tell him that weird gibberish. Gotta tell the younger Doc. Epic. Younger Doc. Emmett. Come here. I've got a bone to pick with you. You didn't do the dishes last night.
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Got it. I already got the info. And he knows.
Oh, let's stop.
Yes, that's my hand.
Force
Emmett.
equals mass times
Emmett.
acceleration, of course. That's...
No.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah.
Great Scott! If h is the Hamiltonian, then h to the a multiplied by the inverse of h can only be the same as the expectation value for a. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
I'm from the front. Which one doesn't sound like I'm an alien?
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning?
I need it tonight.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. Part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. If it'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? You got a subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Okay. Alright, so I need to go tell young, older dog. Now I can talk to Edna. That might be useful sometime. No. This way. Good. So I reckon I'll go talk to older Doc. Yeah, remember to hit that like button, everyone. And if you are enjoying this game, maybe you should get it yourself.
Doc! Your younger self needs 190 proof booze to fuel his rocket drill.
Well, that could be a problem.
I know, we're both underage.
Underage, nothing. It's 1931 and alcohol's been outlawed throughout the country. Are you sure you're about to graduate from high school?
I'm kidding, Doc. It was a joke.
A joke? If I live to be 100, and I almost have, I'll never understand the teenage compunction to make a joke out of everything.
Your younger self needs 190 proof booze to fuel his rocket drill.
Well, that could be a problem.
I know, we're both underage.
Underage, nothing. It's 1931 and alcohol's been outlawed throughout the country. Are you sure you're about to graduate from high school?
I'm kidding, Doc. It was a joke.
A joke? If I live to be 100, and I almost have, I'll never understand the teenage compunction to make a joke out of everything.
That is...
Hang in there, Doc.
So let's maybe go to the... Let's go maybe to... I was thinking the soup kitchen, but then I'm thinking the... I'm gonna go to the soup kitchen. Reckon let's have a look, eh? Let's go get some soup. Oh, Doc came with us. Well, young Doc. Wait, that might be the booze.
Hey, cue ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
I think that's like...
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Huh. So I need to figure out a way to get in there. Should I talk to him? Bowl of crummy soup.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Could I have a bowl of soup?
You're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
Not good soup.
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribollita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried...
Which one? I think in salt, maybe?
salt?
Salt? What do you think, it's too bland? Too mild? I didn't put too much pepper in it, did I?
I just think it could use a little more salt.
No accounting for taste these days.
Okay. While he's doing that, he probably can't hear me anymore. Oh,
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
I want to go to Emmett. Emmett? There you go.
Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
I'm guessing I'll probably have to do it anyway. Let's eat some soup and then go back to for Emmett. Disgusting? Oh, nope.
Okay, I've got some more ideas about your soup.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried... paprika?
Paprika?
I just think it could use a little color.
Color?
We're a soup tester now. He grabbed the same bottle. Did you see that? Alright, let's go back to quickly to Emmett Brown. So. Oh wait, who are you ringing?
Brown residents.
Emmett, what you got for me? Yeah, still off.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Dang, you finished. Let's figure out what I have to do before asking or annoying him again. Can't get to Emmett. Where to crouch or something? Can't talk to him. Emmett needs alcohol for his rocket power. Okay, we suspect that the soup barrels on the baker's rack contain something stronger than soup. You can't get in the kitchen, but you can still cause the objects in it to be moved. It would help you if you could keep the kitchen door. If you can't keep the door open, maybe a friend could help. Emmett? Emmett, come wait. I want to open the door.
Excuse me.
You talking to me?
This place used to be a soup. Could I have some soup? Gotta eat the soup and tell him I don't like his soup.
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
Good. Wonder how many times I can do this. Emmett! Emmett, come on, help.
For we were born only yesterday and know nothing, and our days on earth are but a shadow. Actually, I won't be born for about 40 years.
Emmett, help me.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Emmett. You can't even talk to Emmett. I can't talk to that guy. Is there anyone else in here?
Eureka!
Hey, where do you think you're going?
The kitchen?
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Maybe I could tell him his soup's horrible again. And then do it?
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
Alright, now let's try this can of flop again.
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
Maybe not. A pipe.
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Emmett won't. Emmett's invention.
I hope Doc Jr.'s thingamabob holds out. Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now. Emmett.
Yes?
Oh, that's interesting.
Just a little mechanical ingenuity. In the end, the door is open.
Yeah, good job. Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids Goons aren't gonna let us do an experiment on their barrels.
No, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety. Right. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Can't talk to you. I don't know why you're here.
What is it, kid?
Why's the soup in a barrel?
'Cause it's hard to ladle off the floor?
So this place used to be a soup kitchen.
What do you mean used to be? Despite recent changes in ownership, this joint is still available for the purposes of distributing food to the needy and the not-so-well-to-do. And no other purposes whatsoever.
Right.
Well, get him to do
I
more.
still think the soup needs more flavor. Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now.
This is difficult. I have an idea. We can't just keep telling him his soup's bad. So go outside.
The kitchen's for management only, Rummy. Whoa!
Yeah, I'm shocked he hasn't shot me yet, to be honest with you. I say we go back outside. Oh,
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tennant's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
I suggest we go talk to her. See if we can get some of that. Quick. Head now.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
You could meet in the Speakeasy, the one that got bombed last Wednesday.
Now, wouldn't that be poetic irony? But I'm not sure the building is structurally safe.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
You can meet in the park.
No, that's no good. Too many of the members sleep in the park.
I will literally try this till
I know a
get it
place where the
right.
Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
Place? Stay?
You can meet over there in the jailhouse. I think they have an empty cell.
No, the jailhouse has bad associations for some of the Stay Soberites.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
Final one at Brown.
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please, tell your friend Emmett we accept. The meeting isn't due to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
Okay.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Yeah, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions,
Yeah?
you can let me know when they're running low on soup.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh? Who?
The orphanage.
My, how those little ragamuffins can eat. All right, Edna, just think of all those poor unfortunates and hold your nose. Mr. Donnelly!
Oh, we didn't get time to actually take the soup. I think we need help from the docks. Both docks. Mostly old one, but...
We'll get that subpoena delivered. My name isn't...
Michael Corleone!
Yeah.
No, thanks. I actually forgot about my name, Michael. I'm gonna go talk to the bad people. I think that's maybe how I get soup. Or even alcohol. Wait, I'm looking for alcohol, not soup.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here! How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
I guess I'm here to shine your shoes. Can I deliver some soup?
Hey, I represent United Charities of Hill Valley. Can you authorize me to pick up soup from your establishment and deliver it to some very deserving souls?
Nah, that Strickland dame's got the charity racket pretty much locked up. No point in giving her competition.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Well, where's the office?
I forget.
When do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you're Mr. Spy.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
Was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut ball.
Your peanut ball.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, break time's over. Back to work.
So, one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? I'm hanging on to my peanut ball.
Never mind. How come you won't let the Stay Sober Society hold their meeting in the cellar of your soup kitchen?
We got other plans for that cellar, and it don't necessarily involve staying sober.
About Arthur McFly.
Yeah?
So, one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
Will he give me more peanuts?
I sure could go for some peanuts.
Lucky for you, I'm in a giving mood.
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
I want the peanut.
What you do?
You will never get the peanut.
That hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett!
Wait, what happened to all the peanuts?
Emmett!
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen! Hey!
You step in poop so
Ow!
he gets punched.
Fix me up!
Oh no, now he has to clean it again.
Where do you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Alright, so now we got the...
My grandpa may be a little wimpy, but he's got great taste in hats.
Wow. Interesting, eh? Now, we might have to end the episode here. Definitely don't go back to the guy. We'll go back to Doc and we'll have a look what he says. No. We'll have a look what he says. Oh, Doc.
Psst, Doc! Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
Oh,
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
good.
I wish I could, though. This era's Tannen is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
Aww.
I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell him.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. we'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we saved me from a grisly death in 1931.
What's the story with this kid Tannen jerk anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison...
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
That's a busy 3 hours.
No kidding.
Oh, interesting.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna? We never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socioeconomic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just about lost her mind.
That would explain a lot.
Alright, so...
Hang in there, Doc.
We'll figure out what we have to do next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all later.